What's up? It's Adam here, and in this video today, we're just talking about game. Everybody, how many of you know about game? I know when I first started, I was coming from a place where I didn't know anything about the game necessarily. I would hear about people talking about it on rap songs and stuff like this, but you know. I wasn't aware that social skills was something that you could cultivate for yourself. I wasn't aware that, oh, I didn't need to take the crap that I was going through at that time in my life, or that I had control over the people that I surrounded myself with, or that the opinions of others didn't dictate how my life was going to turn out. And boy, what a freeing thing it was to understand that I had control over my life, over my reality, that I was not a victim of circumstance, that I could get out there and I could build the life of my choosing. I could build the life that I desired for myself. And the thing is I came from a place where I did not think I had that kind of power over the life that I had. I came from a place where I was being ridiculed, I was being crap talked, and I didn't think that really there was much that I could do about it. But later, when I learned these new ideas and came to develop new beliefs based on the experiences that I was having, that was such a freeing thing. And that's what I hope for you. Like, if you're being ridiculed, if there's people out there that are judging you and trying to put you in a box, or trying to say that you're this way, or that you couldn't achieve this, or this life isn't for you, understand that you can basically do anything that you want in life if you are willing to put in the time, if you're willing to put in the work. And that's the one thing that is true for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Some people may not understand this. Maybe they reached high levels of skill in a certain field, and they did it all because maybe they had better upbringing. Maybe they had good mentors and influences in their life, and they didn't even have to learn all these different concepts and ideas about building up their self-esteem or confidence in these things. However, if you didn't come from a place like that, these concepts might be new to you. And what you realize is that no matter who you are, you still have to put in the work. You still have to put in the time to build any kind of a skill in any field. Or if you want to save money, if you want to make money, that takes work, that takes effort. If you put focused attention into that area, you're going to get results in that area if you have good strategies, if you're learning from people that have done that before you, which there's tons of literature out there. Like myself, putting out videos in the dating realm, I can give you strategies and ways that you can go about improving that area of your life. Just like there's people that have made money, or people that have gotten good at basketball, or people that have gotten good at any kind of a sport. And if you learn from those people, you can then improve in those areas if you want to as well. And wow, what an incredibly uplifting and freeing and empowering thing it is when you understand that this is possible for you too, that you aren't just a victim of circumstance, that you don't have to just rely on somebody else to make things happen for you, that you can literally go out there and make things happen for yourself. You don't need to wait for someone to come sponsor you or to put you on. You can go and take control over that area of your life and make it happen for yourself. If you want to get better with women or improve that area of your life, it doesn't mean you got to be some pimp or you have to be some masculine figure. Just get out there and start talking to some women. You'll meet a girl that likes you for however you project or portray yourself. Whatever behaviors that you're conducting yourself with right now, you'll find someone at that level that will like you for where you're at. However, you can start taking on new behaviors. You can start challenging yourself to take more risks, to push your comfort zone, to get out there and meet the kinds of people that you actually would like to meet, and not just think that you have to accept whatever comes your way. And that's what you can do in your dating life. That's what you can do in any aspect of your life. Get out there and put in the work and take action. Find strategies, find ways, read books, go out there and take control over the influences in your life, and educate yourself in any field that you would like to educate yourself in. I think I heard this saying that Elon Musk had said that you don't need to go to school anymore to get an education. All the information is out there on the internet for you. And maybe some of these things are common knowledge for some, but I mean, some of these ideas were very profound for me at one time. Even just that idea that you could just go up and rejection is normal. But if you understand this, when you're going up to talk to women, that not every girl is going to be interested in pursuing anything with you, but that eventually, if you make enough attempts, that you're going to find somebody that does resonate with you and would like to take something somewhere. If you're willing to ask, if you're willing to move it forward, if you understand that that's something that you can do. And then, of course, there's more ideas behind that and how you might make that happen for yourself, which we could get into, or I'm sure I've talked about in other videos. But of course, I would always, I also have services where you could work with me and we could get deeper into that kind of a subject. But there's strategies for everything. Strategies to make money, strategies to have the dating life that you want for yourself, strategies to improve in some sort of a skill set that you would like to build for yourself. And that's the same with anyone. People that are arrogant, people that think that they're better than somebody else just because they're more skilled in a certain area, they obviously don't understand that they had to put in a massive amount of work to get to where they are. So that's the only difference. So if there's somebody out there who's maybe treating you like you're less than because you're not as skilled as they are in a certain field, understand that you can make it to that level of skill just the same as they did if you put in the time, if you put in the effort. Nobody just gets good at something overnight, and that's the same for everyone. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the work, just like anything else. And social skills is a skill as well. You could go out there and theoretically, you could meet somebody just by going out to talk to someone today, and they might want to have a romantic encounter with you. That very well could happen, but that's not necessarily a reflection on your skill set. To read facial cues, to understand body language and tonality of voice, these things are cultivated over mass amounts of repetition and over an extensive amount of effort and time and repetitions. So there's a deep level skill that can be cultivated here, just like anything else. And yes, you can get results on that journey. However, to reach a high level of skill in this area, communication skills or any field, takes massive amounts of effort, repetition, and time. And that's why it's good to have somebody that maybe can work with you over that period of time, whether that's somebody that has a boxing coach, somebody that has a coach in some sort of a sport or any field. They're generally working with someone like in gymnastics or something like this. They're working with a coach for an extensive amount of time over years and years and years. Or if you get a personal trainer, somebody to hold you accountable, somebody to point out flaws in your technique that maybe you don't see when you're in it. And just the same, even if you don't get a coach, setting up a camera and filming yourself, maybe in socializing, you might record yourself when you're out there talking to people, and then you'll listen back to that at a later time. And you can take a lot from that. You can learn a lot from that when you have that outside perspective. And that's the benefit of having a coach, somebody that's been there and been doing this for a decade or more, where they can look and see things maybe that you can improve in an instant. And then you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and you can actually learn a lot quicker in doing that. But you can learn this on your own too. Watch videos, read books. You know, I was self-taught in a lot of ways, but I also seeked out coaches, and I read books, and I bought programs, and I did the same thing too. And I did that in many other fields, and that helped me immensely and helped me to skip a lot of that learning process that I would have had to have done had I tried to do it all on my own. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's a way, there's strategies, there's ways to approach things. There's people that already have the knowledge. That's why usually we build the skills, and the level of skill gets higher and higher over decades because people learn from the people before them. And that's why you should learn from somebody else too. If you have the means to do that, if you understand that investing in yourself, it's never a waste of time. It's never a waste of money when you're investing in yourself. Think of all the money that you spend on things that are completely useless and did nothing for you. And then you can't spend a few $100s on some coaching or some training in some field that you would like to better yourself in. It's never a waste of money. Now, if you'd like to go deeper with me, you can hit me up at datingdestruction@gmail.com. I'll put some of my packages and services in the description that you can learn more from. Otherwise, like and subscribe to the video, to the channel. And until next time, peace out, my friends.